Can you see, sir?
I can see the screen. Switch on the wireframe.
Sir, shall I just send you the file?
Okay, send me the file. That will be much easier to check.
Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, already a poly count increased like 13 million, sir.
Yes, 13 million. I can see.
Now, as you yesterday informed me, like I stitched the side ons.
Hmm.
If once again I dynamic it, the polygon reaches more.
Yeah, that definitely is going to increase because Dynamesh, what it does is it increase the polygon throughout evenly. So because of that reason only, what I did, I kept my head and body separate to keep it optimized because my
Okay.
neck was not visible. So that
Yes, sir.
joint point is not visible. So I just kept it separate. So you can keep it together. That's totally fine. So what you have to do is like once this poly count is increasing really high, right? So how to
Yes,
control
sir.
that? Uh, okay, this technique. Okay, I just isolate the model or not isolate. Just shift, click on the eye.
Sir,
Everything.
screen is not visible, sir.
Oh, screen is not visible. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot to share my screen, I guess. Oh, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So what I did is I just press shift and click on the eye. So it will basically switch on all the part or switch off visibility will switch off for everything. So that will
Okay.
keep the only and only body visible. Then I'll to optimize because this is right now 30. This is around 3 point something million, right? Body, entire body. That's
It's
fine, na?
lower subdivision level.
Okay. Okay. Second subdivision level. 13 point something. Okay. So I'll keep it like this. Highest subdivision level, go to sub 2. So select your body, control shift D or duplicate any one of them. Duplicate your model. So now I have two of these, like two bodies, right? So
Yes,
switch off
yes, sir.
any one of them and select the other one, and you just simply delete the lower subdivision level for the duplicated version. Now you have everything in one model, and it's all like, there's no subdivision, nothing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it's like you can see really high poly. So this time what I'll do is I'll go to Z remesher. If I have, let me check. I have, I don't have separate here. Everything is same poly group, right? So keep group.
I group as separate, sir.
What is separate?
Inside, yesterday you asked me to have a separate
Keep it
group, right,
separate.
sir, for
Okay, huh. That will.
eyelids.
Okay. So keep your groups on, reduce your strength and everything, switch off your adapt, and body is like for high poly we're creating. So body you can make it 100 means 1 lakh,
Okay.
100,000. So 100,000, then Z remesh your body. It will take some time, but it will remesh your entire body, and it's quite high poly. So it will because 10, 10 or 5 or 20 it will take less time, but 100 will take a lot of time. But yeah, it will do the job. It will retain almost all the shape, everything, and then create the low poly version of the model with nice topology. So it's done almost. Processing. So like once you create your entire model, basic structure is ready. Then create a Z remesher. I'll do a Z remesher on this, and it will optimize the poly count. And then we have to project the detail on from high poly to this new low poly.
Okay.
So what will happen? It will optimize the entire poly count and it will retain the exact same shape.
Okay.
It will like take some time. If you have really low poly, like if you're working on 10 or 20, so this for the body, it will like lose lots of detail or smooth out ears, fingers,
Yes,
all
sir.
these things. So keep the poly count a little bit higher side, and like you could test out like 50, 60, 70, like that also. For safer side, I'm
Okay,
doing it
sir.
at 100 quickly
So
because
whether
like
the shape of the lips is correct, it's okay or
no, I just opened a reference for that. I'll show you. Um, you can see. So I just searched orc, so you can
yes.
see the shape of the lips. So this is something we have to create something like this. So for this you can use like a reference from this movie Warcraft. They are full of orc.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can see there lots of references are there, and this looks quite nice also.
Sir,
Yes,
yesterday's meeting recording you have updated,
it automated everything should be there
but
in
it's
Google Meet.
not there.
It's not there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check. It should be there, so I'll check that.
So I was using the reference of the Toby cable.
Topic.
sir, some of the video is not uploaded.
Not up.
Only some.
Okay, I'll check cross check that then. Maybe there's some issue like last time also some issue happened. So I'll maybe because again space is full or something. I'll cross check that. Okay.
Sir, I've sent my file.
Okay. Just give me a second. Huh. So it decimated. You can see it decimated. Shift F. You can see it retains all the group, and it's like you can see it mess a few areas here and there because multiple polygroups and all. So, but it retains almost all the shape, little bit low poly. You see, shape, volume, muscles, everything retains. So, what you can do is you can see little bit loss on the face. So you can control D and go and switch on your another body, the high poly body. Project. There's no color, nothing, just geometry. Project all. Make sure you select your low poly or the high poly.
Okay.
It will take little bit time. Let's snap on your model perfectly. And so you can see it's around 6,82,000 something. Not very high poly. Okay, downloaded your file, extracted, max. So it's projected, you can see on your surface. Little bit difference. So for that, what you can do, you can just simply like subdivide one more time, Control D. It will be around 2 million something. Then project it one more time. It will snap to your surface. So you can switch it off. You can see you will have almost exactly the same detail on this low poly mode. So now you can, like, instead of Dynamesh, now you can go ahead with this and work on your high poly. So it will be highly
Okay.
optimized. So like, because polygons like based on your surface requirement, it regenerates everything. So it will be clean, and it's quite, you can see it's quite dense. You can work on this easily and create your like high poly
Yes.
easily. And if required, you can separate your like head and body and keep them separate, because if you like use multiple subtool, it makes your file highly optimized, because at a time it reads only one subtool. So it's really optimized, and it's really light on your system to do that.
Sure.
So you can see that now it's moving really nice, it's clean, and it's light also. So this
Yes.
technique you can follow and optimize your file, make your high poly light, and use it. And you have you can see you have three subdivision. You can go back to first subdivision also and then work on it. It
Okay,
makes
sir.
it really light. It's 1,70,000.
Yes, I'll do this.
Hmm. Okay. What happened to okay, it's opening? That lip, basically in your file, the upper lips are quite thick. If you would check the reference, recall the reference, the upper lips are not that thick or broad. Where is that reference open? You can see, like, it's almost same size and it's going inside. That's why it's not visible that much. So right now in your file, the upper lips are broad and it's, coming outside, and it's visible prominently. That thing you have to fix.
Okay.
Uh, like you can see in every like this reference, all the or this is all followed. This is similar file. Which file is this? Click number. Like for this, at this art station, there's a nice one more reference is there. Just give me a second. Searching.
Sir, the lip area.
Uh-huh.
F.
Just give me a scan. Just there's a where is file. There's a artist. He works in glue. He also created a org some time back. I found it. Such an S. You see, he created this thing. You can like see like exact same similar character, or all the orc look similar only. The structure will be the same. So you can see the lips are like that only for all this thing. There's lots of artists out there, so you can just Google or check ArtStation for this. Okay, let's see. Your eyes. Right. No, it's not.
Oh, sir, that area,
Hmm.
the corner of the lip.
Okay, not correct. This one is correct. this one is not correct.
Yeah.
So, delete. Okay. So just do it again. Surface, right? Click surface, click something, and step it down. So basically, if you extend this loop, so there's one problem. Okay, to complete the loop, like this lip should, this center line should be here. So let me check. Delete, delete. So whenever create lips, what one thing I need to keep in mind, this upper edge and lower edge loop. Why it doesn't move properly? This is correct. Its upper edge and its lower edge. Okay, then delete with this thing also for the strip builder. At this corner point, either this, if this is a corner point, it should be here. This corner need to have a corner. Then what you can do is create this corner of the lips, and then very close to this you have to create
Sir, to leave a gap.
that gap. It will go inside. That I
Okay.
showed you to create a mouth cavity.
Okay, sir.
This is what I don't like. It irritates me.
Sir, the poly size is fine, no? Or
Poly size is fine. Yes. And try to align upper. You can see the number of loops you have here. The number of loops you have here is less, so you should align like equal number of loops for upper lips and lower lips. Let's move it so that it snap it properly. Let's snap it first. Finally. Oh, there's an error or something. Okay, I missed it. So like create it like this, the continuous loop. Then if you want, you can in between you can add a loop here, and then push it inside and overlap this. So it will create clean loop. Like let's see, we have this. Polygon step build up. Switch on this. Then isolate your model. This part is wrong, so I have to break it. Vertex snap is on. Snap it and snap it with this. Let these two win. This win value is very strong. Too less this thing. Vertex keep it on only and switch on. So here I can see you have one less loop. So with the help of shift loop, add a loop. Like align it properly. Make sure you have equal number of polygons and this loop. Then first you create this section. Then based on this you have to create the outer loop as well. Like suppose you have your head. This is something okay, guys are confused. So like suppose I this is my head. I'll show it to you guys one more time how to create this. Like either you could just simply create a plane and start building on that, or you could just simply like keep this surface selected already, step build up.
Sir,
Yes.
new object we need to select.
Okay. Let's delete this. Did something. But why it's showing me vertices? One sec. Let me reopen the file. Delete. I'll create a plane. Autocorrect. Giving all the width length system. Range. It's not creating a plane. We just created a plane, flat plane, to start working on this surface. Polygons. Out. Let's start from out. Okay. Now I have this one. Surface. Select my group. It's already selected. Then this is my step builder or this step builder only, or I can just simply use extend. This will work nice. This is the main topic that will work nicely. So just move the polygons on the surface. Automatically, you can see now it snaps on the surface. So what I'll do, I'll put slightly below this line. Align it with this, keep it close to this. This is what I look at. This it's not snapping on this surface with this. It should work perfectly. I don't know why it's not. It's creating something like this. Okay. It should extend an edge. I don't know why it's extending this thing very weirdly. You can see I'm just aligning bottom this thing and this upper lips lines together. Keep this gap, that is something we can fill later. So once you create this, based on this, similarly you have to create 1 2 1 2 3. And this one. this loop. Then you have got this. This will connect here. So it should another continuous loop. Keep it as low as possible. Then edge you should follow. Like the center line you can fix later also, make it straight. So create this loop. So these are the like main loops and plus this I. So I like it's like instead of creating really dense, if I want, I can make it really low poly.
Sir,
Yes.
if I need to take it that low poly outside just to uh, fix with that high poly, if I use confirm or relax, I'm getting some weird shape or it's coming outside.
I didn't get you exactly. Like it's not on the surface. It's going inside.
Yeah, it's not. It's going inside. Otherwise, if I select, it's giving me some weird shape.
Okay, then we can just simply go. Weird shape. That is something you have to be like very careful while confirming and relaxing. You have to be very careful and relax it, and don't use confirm or relax on the open edges. Where once you fill this area, then use it. Not before that. You have to fill all this section, then you have to use confirm and relax. And like suppose it's going inside, so you can just use the offset. You can see offset value 0.001, 002 something. It basically draws the polygons above that high poly surface. How much offset you want, based on that it will create the model. So you can use the offset. So okay, then like you can see these are my basic landmark loops. You can, no matter what kind of character you're creating, what kind of how low poly or how poly, this is something you cannot change ever. So these loops, one loop, and this third, this fourth, and this fifth, these loops you cannot change ever. So based on this, you have to create everything. So thumb rule, the basic thumb rule is for I, you need to create exact same similar loop, like outside at least one to hold this this edge, and one to create this bulge, and one to hold to close and close. So it is three loops you want. You need at least three loops here. So what can be done? You can just simply manually why it's not working? Let me check. Correct one, na? Just give me a second. Ah, it's working. Like this, you can extend this. So you can see, as of now, there's no triangle. I have not created. Okay, it's off. Oh, because of this offset. So I increased the offset. Previously it was 0. It was creating that issue on that surface. So I prefer it on 0 only, or maybe very small value like 0.001002 something. So by this, what happens? My high poly and low poly are perfectly snapped. So baking, there won't be any issue. There won't be any artifacts. In similar way, inside also. Then this you can extend manually and collapse it. And now, based on my this model, what I'll do is just I'll create one more loop in the center here. Move it, align it, make sure it's like straight lines. You see, everything's perfectly aligned. Now, I can see this area, I have less polygons. Tell this. So here there's no cut. So what I can do is use a cut. Cut. Cut with the, okay, what is wrong with this? Loop. Apply one loop. Oh, it's the loop added already. So I check. This will connect here. Then it will go like this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost correct. Go to low poly, go to freeform, surface, step build up once again. And oh, there's a problem. Okay, there's a point in between. Okay. Finally. This is something like really bothers me. Still, you can see there's no triangles. And move up and align it nicely. So you can see it doesn't take a lot of time if you landmark your position first, all the loops. That's what I was telling you from the first day. Like try to landmark all those loops first.
Sir, is the nose landmark necessary? The circle around the nose.
Circle around the nose, nostril is there.
Yeah,
For,
around the
for
nostrils.
yes, nostril you have to create. Yes, you have to create a nostril as well, like circle. And based on this, you have to uh, generate everything. So if you want, you can add more cuts in between, and based on this, you have to create everything. Then whenever you have this, move it down, align it nicely. Then from here, it will change the shape. Like I need to have a cut here. It should cut. Need to have a cut. So aligns with this crease like this. This cut is missing, so I need to add a cut and then two polygons here. If I want, I can add one more loop here, or I can add one more loop here and make it even more. Like initially try to keep everything very simple, really low poly. Then slowly add more polygons. If this is like here, so I have to create a straight line like this. So still you can see everything is quad, no triangle. Then you can move ahead, add, connect. We'll need a loop cut here, the center. So like this, you need to like even out the loops and then connect it. So you can see there are a few holes here and there. No need to worry because I need to add a loop here and cut, then connect it. Then for these area, And there's one more cut missing, so I need to add a cut here. I need one more cut here. So, and one more loop here. So like this. Like one loop. Then one loop here. One loop here. Just to continue this. Just one loop here also. One cut here. So those things you have to identify and add those loops. Right click, freeform, step builder one more time, go to isolation, fill this. And this area you can see it's went inside. So what I can do, I can select and relax. So its brush size is really big. Okay, just slightly move it out. So I've got this nice clean shape. Step builder one. For this loop I forgot to add. Connected. Then you can add one more loop and connect these, and one more loop here. Then it will all complete. I need a cut here to connect with this. One cut that will be quad. Yes, tell me.
Sir, I have one file. Can I show my file?
Which one?
My file. I will show. Share my
Okay.
file. Can
Okay. And there's only one triangle here, so that is something can be fixed very easily. You can just add a cut here and make a quad out of this. So you can see like it's really quickly I have created this almost the low poly. So it's if you just have to first mark the landmark all the loops and then connect in between things. So okay, so okay.
Sir,
Yes.
can you see my screen? Sir, this loop can I remove?
Yes, you can delete. But you need to redistribute all the loops properly. So you need to pull it down this thing. If you delete this, and there's a triangle I can see here.
Sir,
This is a triangle because you haven't followed the exact process. This is a wrong process. Like if this is a loop, so it should continue to follow the same thing. So how come there's a triangle? Create one loop, then one more loop. That what I showed just now. Just follow those steps. Otherwise, no matter what you do, it cannot be corrected. It is too much work. You have to like manually correct everything. That's too much of effort and too much of work. So first create those loops, at least 2-3 loops, lips, upper lips, nose, and all those loops properly. Then connect the lines. because this is wrong. This is the loops are all wrong.
Okay. Perfect. Sir, can you just upload that?
Hello.
Sir? Yes, sir.
You're saying something.
Sir, can we upload that yesterday's video?
Okay, I'll check. I'll check. It should be there. I got a mail. I thought like it's uploaded. Okay, I'll check that,
No,
and
sir.
then I'll.
Most of the videos are not uploading. One or two
Okay,
not
I'll check.
uploading.
I'll check that and forward all the mails because I have received a mail. Just give me a second. Let's see. 194. Oh yes, video is there. Yesterday. Okay, I just one second. I'll forward this. I'm forwarding a mail because I'm receiving all the mails. All videos are recording are uploaded, so it should be there. I don't know why it's not there. I just sent you the yesterday's like mail. Forwarded that. It should be there. I don't know why it's not there.
Sir, it's in the drive meeting recording, or you just send that to separately.
Yes, like everything in repeating drive, everything in there only,
No,
na.
sir, that only I'm just saying. It's not there on 30. Oh no, 31st is not there. So no, but till 29 is there, sir.
No, I just forwarded a mail. Just check that.
Okay, sir. Yeah, now I got.
In this mail, this video is there. I don't know why it's not visible.
It's there, sir.
Check by your class name, like organic modeling. This thing.
I'm just checking 190.
So because I just send the mail, just cross check that because all the
Yeah, now I
videos
got.
get. So it should be there. If you got it, it should be there. That it's coming from that drive only. So, anyways, like all the recordings are there. Just cross check everything. If you want, you can download also. That's totally fine. But just don't modify anything. Don't delete anything. So correct your loops,
Okay,
and like follow the exact same process what I followed just now. So by this you can see, I can just simply add a loop here very quickly. If I add like this is a triangle, to get rid of this triangle, I can add a cut here, edge or maybe edge or something. So you see, it's a quad again, right? So
yes.
everything is quad. Then I need a cut here. So I'll select this loop. I can see wherever I click, it's all loops. It's all continuous loops. It should be like that, no matter what.
You're not presenting, sir.
Oh, presenting is off. Okay. But showing screen is visible. Okay.
Oh,
So like you can see, like this thing, just converted this thing into quad. Just added a loop. Similarly, you can just simply go ahead, add a loop here, and then if you want, you can cap it and fill. You can see if you connect these two, it's a quad. These two, it's a quad, and this is also a quad. So there's no issue in anything. So it becomes very easy to create, and you need to after that you need to create this, connect this line continuously, make it clean. So you can see like you just add one. This for this part, I need one cut here. So I'll just add one loop here. Freeform step build. So it becomes quad. You can see this is also quad. Everything is quad here. You see all these things are quad. Sometime it might create issue. That time like you can just simply cap it and just create those sections.
Sir, Friday we have to submit.
uh, uh, not Friday, Wednesday. Same like college. Wednesday is the date, so like that, if you submit that time. And one
So
more thing.
tomorrow.
Wednesday, like not next Wednesday. Like tomorrow is normal submission day, and next Wednesday is
Oh,
final submission day.
okay, sir.
So no, this is create and make sure whenever creating center, you should have one clean straight line, and clean straight line. Create this entire loop properly.
Sir, can you add the symmetry? Oh,
Yes. You can see symmetry.
oh.
It snaps perfectly, right? So it doesn't take a lot of time. So you just have to like focus and like be precise, like what you're doing, and follow the process, because without that loop construction, loop structure, it will be messed up. So make sure follow the loops and create everything properly. So you can see like it's like in half an hour, like I'm able to do it. So you can do it very easily. Like fill in these gaps, connect these two, and this section, like suppose I have this, I can select this, right click, cap it, ready, border, extend.
So we can leave the eyes like that, no?
Like this you can leave, but what I'll recommend, like you just simply
Close
extend
it.
it and close it.
Okay.
If you close it, that's better, because sometime like in game engine you might have seen that light penetrates from back and all. So if you close it, it always works better. So try to close it.
Okay.
Similarly, you can see you can create nostrils. At least whenever creating all these things, at least create two. This is like way too like inside, so you can just create at least two loops inside just to hold the shape. And similarly for lips also, you can select connect select all the edges. Last time I showed how to create the in mouth. Create the in mouth part, so it will be clean, all clean, and everything will be all correct loops. And then after, once you're done with that, symmetry it, then relax and confirm it, so it will be snapped to your surface perfectly without any errors. So eye will be a little bit dense, lip part because there's like missing loops are there, still we don't have loops. So enough loop, you can connect one loop, two loop, well, like if you want, like this you can connect it and create your this entire thing. If required, you can add in between loops. This is like after, once you have low poly, high poly is not that difficult. You can just add loop and make it like a little bit denser. Okay, my new another class is waiting. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and follow this process and finish your low poly. Start texturing. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. I'll see you.